The sixth objective we're going to talk about in Chapter 1 is apply accounting concepts and principles. What is GAAP? Well, GAAP is first of all spelled G-A-A-P. These are the generally accepted accounting principles that govern the study and profession of accounting. It's based on a conceptual framework, meaning that we've got a foundation, we've got a building, and we've got coverage on a roof. So a conceptual framework is like a building or a house. The goal is to provide useful information to those making investment and lending decisions, i.e. outside decision makers. Let's talk about some accounting principles and concepts. We've got the entity concept, we've got reliability, we've got the cost principle, the going concern principle, and the monetary unit. The entity concept is simply stated the business is separate from its owners. Even though the business owner is responsible for the debt of the business, the business is separate. Okay? So, there's transactions of the business which are not included with transactions of the owners. I have a business. Okay? I cut grass. The transaction of the grass cutting business is separate from my food shopping, my home mortgage, my car payment, everything that I spend or earn that's personally related to me. So there's the business transactions, there's the owner's transactions. Reliability concept is that accounting information should be accurate and free from bias, meaning that if one person looks up information on, say, the price of a stock as of June the 1st, another person should be able to duplicate that. So if each person comes up with the same stock quote as on a given date, we know the accounting information is reliable. The cost principle states that assets, like equipment used by the business, should be recorded at their purchase price. Whatever you pay for the asset, you record that cost. Okay? So an example of that would be if a car has a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $25,000. You walk into the dealership and say, I'm going to pay you $22,000 for that car today. And the dealership says, sure. So if you paid $22,000 for the car, you record the $22,000, not the $25,000 manufacturer or list or suggested price. What else do we have as far as accounting principles? The going concern principle is the assumption that the business will continue indefinitely into the future. One of the things in accounting is we account for a business that's a going concern differently from a business that we know is going to close within the next year. So, unless we have information to the contrary, we assume it's a going concern. And the last accounting principle we have in objective number 6 is the monetary unit. We state accounting information in terms of US dollars. We consider the dollar to be a stable unit of measure. Now, we all know that inflation comes into play now and again. Look at the price of gas. The price of gas has been rising recently. So we know that the dollar conceptually rises over time, the buying power of a dollar, but compared to other monetary measures in the world, the US dollar is considered to be stable.